my dear students. So, grade 11 students, I guess I'm happy because we have done so far the first book, part B, microeconomics. Almost half of the chapters we are done. Now, in the middle of your chapter, I guess chapter number 6 we were doing. Yes, so we were doing chapter number 6. So, only few chapters are left to finish this book afterwards, because some of the concepts which we are covering in these chapters these are going to repeat, and some of them are like going to have some different concept with the same like things we have already covered. So in that you will be easily understanding the things which we have covered earlier. Now so uh, every day we are doing something, and that learning happens nowadays in home because of e-learning initiative that is taken by Cambridge International School, the SUA. So I'm there to help you out for learning economics. So let's begin with your today's topic. So I'll give you introduction about me, and then we just recall some points which we have already covered. So let's begin with this. So yes, we covered first part of your chapter number 6, and the name of the chapter is cost, and subject is economics, and today's topic is short run costs. So grade is grade 11, and my name is Miss Sarita Seni. So far I feel you are not having any kind of doubt in the different points which we have covered earlier. So what we have covered in earlier lesson, let me discuss with you. So the very first thing which we have discussed, that was the introduction, then meaning of cost, and we done meaning of cost with implicit and explicit cost. Then we understood the difference between implicit and explicit cost. So how we are measuring this implicit cost, we learned about this. Then again the question, again the point was there, cost function, what is that? So we learned about that. Then afterwards there was a repetition of one thing, that was opportunity cost. So we have done in the first chapter, introduction part, and central problems of an economy. So in that we have done the concept of opportunity cost. So we have done it again, fine, because it is a type of the cost. Then we are done with different types of cost, that was money cost, real cost, private cost, social cost. So all we are done with this. My dear students, I feel there might be some problem regarding you are not able to find out these cost, money cost, real cost, private cost, social cost in your book. So it is given in the power booster of just this chapter number 6 in your book. So end of the chapter there is a power booster, that pages are there, so you can learn from that. So I've just covered because I feel this is required in the chapter, so I've covered in that only. So that the flow of the chapter will be continuing with the all types of cost. Now I'm going to start with today's new topic, that is short run costs. So before starting that, let me discuss few things. So yes, so I have to give you some tips. Yes, so whenever we talk about these types of costs, so generally we what we have to do it, we have to solve the numericals for this even. So for solving this cost related, short run cost related numericals, what we have to keep in our mind, total cost is always equal to TFC, that is total fixed cost, plus plus total variable cost. So TFC, TVC, when we are going to add both, we are able to find out the total cost. Fine. So this is how we have to calculate all the cost. Fine. So total cost, you know. So similarly, if we have to find out AFC, TVC, sorry, AVC, so AC, so that simply what we have to do it, we have to divide TFC, TVC or TC divided by units of output. So Q से divide करेंगे, ठीक है? So that is how we are calculating this, and MC is again how we were calculating MP. So from TCN minus TCN minus TCN minus 1. So that is how we were calculating in TP also. So the same formula we have to apply here. So that was the tip for today. So we have to keep these few formulas in our mind. So we have to learn the cost formula for total cost. We have to learn the formula for calculating variable cost. Fine. So if we are able to find out this one, then obviously we are able to find out total cost. Similarly, we are able to find out the AFC, AVC, and AC. Then MC, we have got the formula separately. So let's do the part of your short run cost. So mainly short run cost, which we are going to cover today, is total fixed cost. We call it as total TFC. Also, that is the short form we have to use while doing our numericals, or fixed cost, that is FC that we are using. Then the next topic is total variable costs, that is TVC, or variable cost we call it as. So that is VC, and difference between total variable cost and total fixed cost, we have to find out that one. Then in the second last part of your chapter, we have to learn about total cost, what is how we are calculating. So we will learn about the schedule, we will learn about the diagram, so curve also. So this is what we have to do it. And in the last, we are going to learn about the relationship between TFC and TVC. So in the last part of your today's presentation, we have some questions to be done for today related to the topics which we are going to cover in our slides. So let's begin with today's topic. So the very first topic is short run cost. So in the short run, we always say there are some factors which are fixed while others are variable. So short run में हमारे पास दो तरह की cost है. One is fixed and other is variable. So similarly, short runs are also divided into fixed costs and variable costs. So sum total of fixed cost and variable cost is equal to total cost. So this is what I have explained to you. So short run is of two types, fixed as well as variable costs. So let's do the next thing, the total fixed cost or fixed cost. So let's understand this thing. So fixed cost refer to those costs which do not vary directly with the level of output. जब हम level of output बिल्कुल चेंज भी करते हैं तो उसकी वजह से जब हमारी कॉस्ट में कोई भी चेंज नहीं आता, बिल्कुल चेंज नहीं आता, so we call it as fixed cost. What we call it as fixed cost. Next है rent of premises. अब premises में जितने मर्जी लोग रहे आके, ठीक है, हमने जो रेंट डिसाइड किया था, जितना मर्जी वो काम करे, जितना टाइम मर्जी वो करे, हमें तो रेंट वो सेम ही मिलेगा. नेक्स्ट इज इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन. चाहे वो आप यूज करो, चाहे वो आप किसी और पर्पस के लिए यूज करो, आपको इंटरेस्ट तो उसके ऊपर देना ही पड़ेगा. नेक्स्ट इज सैलरी ऑफ परमानेंट स्टाफ. यस, दिस इज ऑल्सो फिक्स्ड because as they are regular or permanent in the office, so their salaries has to be paid. So it remains fixed whether they are doing work or not, whether they are like maximum in the cases of government jobs, people are just like government has to bear the fixed cost of them. My next is insurance premium. Insurance premium is always fixed, so it never changes whether the policy, whether the causes of the loss are many, so the policy premium will be similar. Fine. So fixed cost is also known as supplementary cost भी कहते हैं इसको. Overhead cost, indirect cost, general cost, unavoidable cost. So these are all words: supplementary, overhead, indirect, general, unavoidable. Unavoidable जिसको हम avoid नहीं कर सकते. Now next we have to go for detail. Fixed cost is incurred or fixed factors like machines, land, building. So जितने भी fixed factors हैं उनके लिए जो cost लगती है, that is fixed cost. ठीक है, which cannot be changed in the short run. Short run में हम उसको change नहीं कर सकते. The payment to these factors remains fixed irrespective of level of output. So payment for these factors, it is always we need to pay for them. So that is fixed cost remains the same where output is large, small, or even zero. So fixed cost is always remains the same whether output is large, small, or even zero. So चाहे उनकी output ज़्यादा हो चाहे कम हो, so it remains zero. So that is the point. Now the next thing is schedule and diagram. So here is the schedule for your total fixed cost. So you can see there are units of output that is given 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total fixed cost remains fixed, and similarly on the basis of this we have drawn the graph like this. So see the explanation for this. TFC curve is a horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis showing that fixed cost remains 12. So because it is remain same for all the units whether we are consuming them, so it is at point 12 and it is parallel to the x-axis. So this is the schedule and diagram. Now let's do the explanation. So explanation for this is fixed costs are diagrammatically shown in the diagram. You have seen that your TFC curve is parallel to the x-axis. So units of output are measured on x-axis and fixed cost along the y-axis. So we have done this one. So you can see it again when you are scrolling down for the things which we are learning now. So TFC is the fixed cost curve obtained by plotting the points shown. So जो जो points आएंगे उनको सबको हम लोग जब ऐड कर देंगे, जब उनको plot कर देंगे तो we will get the straight line curve that is parallel to x-axis. So curve makes intercept on the y-axis and which is equal to the fixed cost of rupaya 12. So TFC curve is a horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis because TFC remains the same at all levels of output even if the output is 0. So this is very important question. They can ask you TFC curve. Why TFC curve is horizontal to parallel line to the x-axis? So you need to give the reason for this. So this question can be asked for 1 mark even. So you have to give the reason behind this. So this is the reason in the last line. So because TFC remains same, so TFC change नहीं हो रहा, वो 12 भी रह रहा है हर level पे, ठीक है, चाहे उसकी output 0 भी है. So this is the explanation of your diagram and your schedule. Now let's move to the next thing. Why does fixed cost not vary with output? हाँ जी, अब this is very important question that arises in everybody's mind कि fixed cost change क्यों नहीं होती output के साथ. So fixed cost like salary of permanent manager, ठीक है, rent of telephone, etc. uh, etc. are paid irrespective of level of output. चाहे आपको आए चाहे ना आए, जैसे हमारे घर पे अभी है, लॉकडाउन चल रहा है, बिजली का बिल, बिजली तो हम यूज करेंगे ही चाहे हमारे पास जॉब है चाहे नहीं है, ठीक है, स्टिल वी हैव टू पे. सो दिस इज वाई द आउटपुट चाहे जैसी भी हो हमें ये चीजें तो देनी पड़ती हैं, ठीक है. सो हमें सैलरी ऑफ परमानेंट मैनेजर, परमानेंट स्टाफ देनी पड़ती है, रेंट ऑफ टेलीफोन, चाहे जैसी भी सिचुएशन हो, चाहे हमारे पास कुछ हो चाहे ना हो, देन ऑल्सो वी नीड टू पे, ठीक है. सच कॉस्ट are indivisible even if the firm is producing zero or small output, चाहे आप कुछ produce करो चाहे ना करो. So in this case we need to pay all these things. It means a firm cannot have half a manager and half a telephone just because it is operating at low level of output. अब simply है, आपके teachers भी आपको पढ़ा रहे हैं बेटा जी, ठीक है. So your teachers are also teaching you whether we are also into this situation, whether we are coming to school or not, whether we are like consuming more time to give your videos. So यहाँ पे teacher की जो support है वो half तो नहीं हो सकती. We need to get the full support of our teacher. So with this point, I want to say this, that fixed costs never vary with the output. So output जो भी है, ठीक है, हमें वो चीज़ें करनी ही करनी है. सो फिक्स कॉस्ट रिमेन्स द सेम. सो हमारे स्कूल में भी अब सबके लिए सैलरी तो ऑब्वियसली प्रोड्यूस करनी पड़ेगी, ठीक है. तो वही सेम चीज़ें हैं, इसी के लिए गवर्नमेंट ने बोला है कि जो ट्यूशन फीस है बच्चों की, दैट शुड बी पेड by the parents to the private schools even. So as we are doing all work, so we should also have the right to receive salaries. So this is also, चाहे आउटपुट वो बड़ी है चाहे उनके पास ज्यादा बच्चे हैं चाहे कम बच्चे हैं, still school needs to pay the salary. So this is again fixed cost not vary with output. So this is the point which I was explaining. Now let's move. So total variable cost. Now, next point is total variable cost. We covered the first one, that was fixed cost, total fixed cost. Now it is total variable cost, that is TVC और variable cost. Now variable cost नाम से ही clear है कि आउटपुट के साथ वो डायरेक्टली क्या कर जाएगी, वेरी कर जाएगी. ठीक है, सो वी हैव ऑलरेडी कवर्ड दिस इज ऑपोजिट ऑफ फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट. नाउ फॉर एग्जाम्पल पेमेंट ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल, जितना हमें ऑर्डर आएगा उतनी ही हम रॉ मटेरियल बाय करेंगे, तो उतनी ही हम पेमेंट करेंगे. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जितनी हमने यूज करी उसी के हिसाब से हम लोग बिल देंगे. फ्यूल जितना हमें चाहिए उतना ही हम यूज करेंगे. ठीक है, सो वेजेस ऑफ कैजुअल लेबर, जितना हमें लेबर चाहिए उसी को हम यूज करेंगे, एंड देन वी आर गोइंग टू प्रोवाइड देम विद द सैलरी. ठीक है, सो वेजेस जो देंगे, सॉरी वेजेस होती हैं फॉर कैजुअल लेबर्स एंड सैलरी इज फॉर द मैनेजरियल or we can say non-managerial staff. Fine. So next is variable costs. Variable costs are incurred on variable factors like raw material, direct labor, power, etc. So जो भी points हमारे variable factors के ऊपर आते हैं, that जितनी भी cost उनके ऊपर लगेंगी, that we call it as variable cost. So which changes with level, with the change in level of output. अगर हमें ज़्यादा ऑर्डर्स बनाने हैं तो हमें ज़्यादा रॉ मटेरियल चाहिए, ज़्यादा लेबर चाहिए. सो उसी के बेसिस पे हम लोग क्या करते हैं, चेंज करते हैं. इट मीन्स वेरिएबल कॉस्ट राइज विद इंक्रीज इन द आउटपुट एंड फॉल विद डिक्रीज इन द आउटपुट. जब ये आउटपुट हमारे पास कम होएगी तो हम लोग कम वर्कर्स को हायर करेंगे. ठीक है, हम कम रॉ मटेरियल बाय करेंगे. जब हमारे पास रिक्वायरमेंट ज़्यादा होगी, ठीक है, आउटपुट हम ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस करेंगे, तब हमें ज़्यादा ही लेबर, ज़्यादा ही रॉ मटेरियल रिक्वायर्ड है. ठीक है, such costs are incurred till there is production and become zero at zero level of output. So ये जो प्रोडक्शन तब तक चलती जाएगी जब तक हमारे पास जीरो, जो हमारी प्रोडक्शन है वो जीरो ना हो जाए और जीरो लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट ना आ जाए, तब तक चलेगी. वेरिएबल कॉस्ट के लिए हम लोगों ने मतलब we have other names also, so that is prime cost, direct cost, avoidable cost. So these are the other names for this type of cost. Now let's move to the next thing. Sorry. So next is schedule and diagram related to TVS. So this is opposite of another one. So output 0 है, TVC भी 0 है, output 1 unit पे आई तो it is 6 now. So it is varying now. So you can see the curve, even it is more likely opposite of S sign. So S symbol से थोड़ा सा opposite है. So it is curved one. So this will be in the S shape. So we call it as S shape. ठीक है, so जितने यूनिट्स उनके बेसिस पर हमें प्लॉटिंग करनी है, प्लॉटिंग करके पॉइंट्स को कर देंगे हम लोग, ज्वाइन कर देंगे, तो वी विल गेट टीवीसी. नाउ टीवीसी कर्व इज इनवर्सली एस शेप. सो दिस इज व्हाट आई सेड, उल्टा एस कर दो तो दैट विल बी द टीवीसी शेप. सो एज इट इनिशियली इंक्रीजेस एट डिक्रीजिंग रेट. सो पहले देखो 0 से 6 हुआ, फिर देन 6 से 10 हुआ. सो फर्स्ट में जो चेंज आया था दैट वाज ऑफ 6 यूनिट्स, 6 सॉरी यस 6 का इंक्रीज हुआ था, 6 यूनिट्स का इंक्रीज हुआ. ठीक है, सो कॉस्ट में इतना इंक्रीज आया. देन उसके बाद नेक्स्ट सेकेंड यूनिट पे गए तो इट वाज 6 to 10, दैट वाज 4 यूनिट्स इंक्रीज. उसके बाद फिर आगे गए तो दैट वाज इंक्रीज आफ्टरवर्ड्स 15 हो जाएगा. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पे जो था पहले इंक्रीजिंग रेट पे वो बढ़ रहा था, फिर उसके बाद क्या हुआ, इनिशियली वो इंक्रीज कर रहा था एट डिक्रीजिंग रेट. उसके बाद क्या हुआ, लेटर में देखो 10 से 15 हुआ, फिर 15 से आगे 24 हो गया. सो 9 का डिफरेंस आ गया. ठीक है, सो दिस इज पहले 5 का है फिर 9 का है. सो यहाँ पे जो है इंक्रीज करेगी, जो टोटल वेरिएबल कॉस्ट है इंक्रीज करेगी बाय इंक्रीजिंग रेट. सो टीवीसी इज जीरो एट जीरो लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट. जब हमारे पास कोई भी आउटपुट नहीं थी तो ऑब्वियसली हमारी टोटल वेरिएबल कॉस्ट भी जीरो थी. ठीक है, सो दिस इज द स्केड्यूल एंड डायग्राम फॉर टीवीसी. नाउ लेट्स मूव फॉर द एक्सप्लेनेशन. So for explanation, in the previous figure, units of output are measured along the x-axis and variable cost along the y-axis. So this we have already covered. So TVC is the variable cost curve, obtained by plotting the points shown in the previous slide. So as seen in the diagram, TVC starts from origin indicating when output is 0, then variable cost is also 0. So TVC is an inversely S-shaped curve due to the law of variable proportion. So यहाँ पे भी law of variable proportion आता है, इसलिए वो opposite मतलब inversely S shape में आता है, ठीक है. So this is what they have explained in the diagram and schedule. Now let's move to the next slide. Why TVC curve is inversely S-shaped. So already we know the reason that initially TVC increases at decreasing rate and later it increases at increasing rate. So initially TV rises at decreasing rate, but because of better utilization of fixed factors, so शुरू में हमारे पास fixed factors हमने बड़े अच्छी तरह से यूज किए होते हैं, ठीक है. एंड इंक्रीज इन एफिशिएंसी ऑफ वेरिएबल फैक्टर्स, और हमारे पास वेरिएबल फैक्टर्स की एफिशिएंसी और अच्छे अच्छे हमें, सिंपल चीज है, हमने एक स्कूल बनाया, ठीक है. स्कूल जब नया बनाएंगे तो ऑब्वियसली उसकी बिल्डिंग भी ठीक होगी, उसमें सारे नए नए इक्विपमेंट्स लगेंगे, तो वहां पे हमारे पास कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आने के चांसेस बिल्कुल कम है, बिकॉज वहां पे सारा जो है इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर दैट इज न्यू, टोटली न्यू, ठीक है. सो वहां पे हमारे पास क्या होता है, राइज तो होता है बट डिक्रीजिंग रेट पे होता है. फिर उसके बाद क्या होता है, यहाँ पे जो है सारे फैक्टर्स जो हमने लिए हैं, जितने भी हमने न्यू टीचर्स होते हैं, वर्कर्स होते हैं, अदर like other staff, like which they are cleaning staff, we can say, so housekeeping staff and all, so that we are considering कि वो जो है they are all full of efficiency at the first stage. So that is why initially जो आपका TVC है it will be increasing at decreasing rate. Now next thing is thereafter TVC rises at an increasing rate because of fall in efficiency of variable factors. अब जो हमारे दूसरे फैक्टर्स थे, वेरिएबल फैक्टर्स थे, जो चेंज हो रहे थे आउटपुट के साथ, उनकी जो एफिशिएंसी थी उसमें क्या हो गया, फॉल आ गया. सो ड्यू टू दिस लिमिटेशन ना व्हाट हैपेंड, फिक्स्ड फैक्टर्स, जो फिक्स्ड फैक्टर थे इट रिमेन्स फिक्स्ड, और हमारी क्या थी, टीवीसी जो है वो इंक्रीज करना स्टार्ट कर देगा. नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, दैट इज how to differentiate a cost or fixed cost as fixed or variable cost. So कैसे हमें पता चलेगा कि cost जो है fixed है, जो variable है. इसके लिए हम लोग पूरी डिटेल पढ़ेंगे यहाँ पे. To classify a cost as fixed or variable cost, we look at the nature of contract that producer has entered into. तो हमें क्या देखना पड़ता है कि जो producer है उसने कौन सा contract किया है. So if the contract is of permanent nature, so obviously that will be fixed. If it is not of permanent nature, obviously it is variable cost. So this is very clear to you now. So casual workers are required only when goods are produced. Their services can be terminated at any time. So producers has temporary contract with the casual laborers. So wages to them will vary directly with the level of output. जितना हमें orders है, जितने हमने production करनी है, उसी के basis पे हम लोग casual laborers रखेंगे. So उनकी जो है wages उसी के हिसाब से हम लोग vary भी करते हैं, ठीक है. So next point is uh, hence they will come under the category of variable cost. So casual laborers की जो cost हम लोग, वर्कर्स की जो हम लोग पे करते हैं, ठीक है. सिंपल है, हमारे घर पे कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्क था, हमें बहुत जल्दी काम करवाना था, तो हमने क्या किया, जल्दी ज्यादा लेबर लगा लिया. सो ज्यादा लेबर के लिए जो हम लोग कॉस्ट दे रहे हैं, जितनी देर हमारा काम स्पीड अप हो रहा है, जितनी जल्दी हमारा घर बन रहा है, हम उसी हिसाब से उनको कॉस्ट भी देंगे, ठीक है. तो वो क्या होगी, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट, ठीक है. बट अगर हमें घर बनाने में बहुत ज्यादा जल्दी नहीं है, तो हम क्या करेंगे, वी विल यूज द वर्कर्स एंड जो परमानेंटली काम ही कर रहे हैं इसी चीज में, धीरे धीरे कर रहे हैं, जैसे भी कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. देयर सर्विसेज कैन नॉट बी टर्मिनेटेड, उनको हम लोग निकाल नहीं सकते, ठीक है. जहाँ किसी कंपनी में हम लोग कहते हैं कि हायर किया गया है वर्कर, तो वो उसको सारा काम करना है. देन सैलरी हैज टू बी irrespective of the level of output. अब यहाँ पे हम लोग एक वैसे एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं सिविल इंजीनियर का. मान लो किसी कंपनी ने सिविल इंजीनियर को हायर किया एंड वो परमानेंट एम्प्लॉय है. अब उसका जो काम है वो तो रेगुलर चलेगा, ठीक है, उसकी जो सैलरी रेगुलर पे की जाएगी. सो दैट इज अ फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट फॉर द कंपनी, ठीक है. क्लियर हो गया. नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट थिंग, दैट difference between total variable cost and total fixed cost. So the very first thing is कि जो output है, जो आपकी variable cost है, that varies with the level of output. So fixed cost में इसका opposite आ जाएगा, the cost do not vary directly with the level of output. Then is time period. It can be changed in the short run, जो टाइम पीरियड है वो क्या शॉर्ट रन में चेंज हो जाता है, ठीक है। बट जो टोटल वेरिएबल कॉस्ट है वो शॉर्ट रन में चेंज होती है, बट टोटल फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट शॉर्ट रन में चेंज नहीं होती है, ठीक है। सो जो आपकी मतलब जो आपकी टोटल वेरिएबल कॉस्ट है, जब आपकी कोई भी प्रोडक्शन नहीं हो रही तो ऑब्वियसली दैट विल बी जीरो। बट हमारे पास जब प्रोडक्शन ना भी हो तब भी हमारी जो टोटल फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट है इट रिमेन्स सेम, ठीक है, चाहे आउटपुट की प्रोडक्शन हो चाहे ना हो। सो एट दैट पॉइंट ऑल्सो वी नीड टू पे टू आवर स्टाफ, ठीक है। इट इज इंकर्ड ऑन वेरिएबल फैक्टर्स लाइक लेबर, रॉ मटेरियल एटसेट्रा। सो यहाँ पे कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स आ जाते हैं, लेबर, रॉ मटेरियल एटसेट्रा। सो वहाँ पे आती है लैंड, बिल्डिंग, सैलरी ऑफ द फिक्स्ड स्टाफ। सो दीज आर द फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन फॉर देम, बोथ ऑफ देम। सो फॉर वेरिएबल कॉस्ट के लिए लेबर, रॉ मटेरियल एटसेट्रा आ जाएंगे, ठीक है। बट फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट के लिए हमारे पास फिक्स्ड फैक्टर्स के लिए आ जाएंगे लैंड, बिल्डिंग, मशीनरी एटसेट्रा। फाइन। सो शेप ऑफ कर्व, अगर टीवीसी की बात करें तो इट विल बी ऑलवेज इनवर्सली एस शेप्ड कर्व, क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या है, फर्स्ट शुरू में जो हमारी वेरिएबल कॉस्ट है वो इंक्रीज होती है एट डिक्रीजिंग रेट, देन आफ्टरवर्ड्स कांस्टेंट रेट, देन फाइनली इट स्टार्ट इंक्रीजिंग एट इंक्रीजिंग रेट, ठीक है। सो बट फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट में क्या होता है, इट इज पैरेलल टू द इट इज स्ट्रेट लाइन एंड पैरेलल टू द एक्स एक्सिस एज फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट रिमेन्स सेम विद ऑल लेवल्स ऑफ आउटपुट, ठीक है। लास्ट पॉइंट, wages of casual labor, payment of raw material, etc. are always the example of total variable cost. Salary of permanent staff, insurance premium, building rent, etc. These are always the total fixed cost. Now let's move to the next topic, that total cost. So total cost is the total expenditure incurred by a firm on factors of production required for the production of a commodity. So जितने भी हमने total factors, variable है चाहे वो fixed है, दोनों को add करके हमने use किया तो we got the total cost. So total cost क्या होती है? Again I have already told you in the beginning. Total cost is the sum of total fixed cost plus total variable cost at various levels of output. So total cost is equal to TFC plus TVC. So TFC and TVC के equal दोनों को अगर add कर देंगे तो we will got the TC, ठीक है। So since TFC remains same at all levels of output, the change in TC is entirely due to TVC. So TC में जब भी change आएगा वो किसकी वजह से आएगा, TVC की वजह से आएगा। TFC जो है वो तो same ही रहता है हर level पे, so उसकी वजह से कोई भी change नहीं आएगा। So this is the important thing. Now let's move to the total cost schedule. So you can see total cost schedule, we just added both the schedules which we have earlier done for TFC and TVC. So one is the cost for 12 12 12, that is for total fixed cost, and another is the total variable cost का जो हमारा कर्व था उसका जो हमने cost का जो schedule था उसको हमने लिया है, दोनों को ऐड कर दिया तो what we got, that is the cost of, that is the total cost. Fine. So this is very easy one. You need to solve the numericals also related to this. Fine. So that is not very difficult, but yes, you have to solve it. I'll give you even numericals related to this in the revision worksheet in the end of this week. So you have to solve it. Now let's move to the next. So that is the explanation of TC, TFC. So TC is always equal to TFC, that is 12 at 0 level, ठीक है, क्योंकि variable cost तब 0 है, ठीक है। At first unit, at 1 unit of output, TFC remains the same as 12, but TVC increases to ₹6. So TVC जो था वो increase हो गया. As a result, TC becomes 12 plus 6 and ₹18. Similarly, other values of TC have been calculated. So it is very easy one, not very difficult. Next is total cost curve. So you can see the curve here. So we have just combined all the curves together. So your total cost curve is the combination of both inversely S-shaped curve and total fixed cost curve, ठीक है। So दोनों को हमने क्या किया है, add कर दिया, and what we got, that is the TC. So TC curve is inversely S-shaped as TVC was creating maximum change in this. So TC derive its shape from TVC. So TC में जो shape आएगा that is because of TVC. TC is equal to TFC at zero output. So चाहे zero output भी थी तब भी हमारा TC जो था that was 12 because of TFC. Next is TC and TVC curves are parallel to each other as vertical distance between them is TFC, which remains constant at all output levels. Now let's move to the next thing, that is explanation for this. So in figure, total cost curve is obtained by summation of TVC and TFC curve. The change in TC curve is entirely due to TVC as TFC remains constant. By adding TFC to TVC curve, we get the TC curve. The vertical distance between TC and TVC always remains the same due to constant TFC. Like TVC curve, TC curve is also inversely S-shaped due to law of variable proportions. तो पहले क्या हो रहा था, इंक्रीज कर रहा था बट इंक्रीजिंग रेट पे नहीं कर रहा था, डिक्रीजिंग रेट पे कर रहा था, ठीक है. सो सिमिलरली लॉ ऑफ वेरिएबल प्रोपोर्शन की वजह से यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगी, टीसी की जो कर्व आएगा दैट विल बी इनवर्सली एस शेप्ड, ठीक है. द चेंज इन टीसी इज एंटायरली ड्यू टू टीवीसी एंड टीएफसी इज कांस्टेंट टू द ऑल लेवल्स ऑफ आउटपुट. सो जब भी कोई चेंज आएगा टीसी में वो किसकी वजह से आएगा, टीवीसी की वजह से. टीसी इज इक्वल टू टीएफसी at zero output as variable cost is zero. So with the increase in output, TC also increases by the extent of the increase in TVC. So this is what they have explained about this. Now next is relationship between TC, TFC and TVC. The first point is TFC curve is always a horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis as it remains constant at all levels of output. So this is the first thing. TC and TVC curves are inversely S-shaped because they rise initially at a decreasing rate, then constant rate, and finally at an increasing rate. The reason behind their shape is the law of variable proportions. Thus, next is at zero output, TC is equal to TFC because there is no variable cost at zero, which is above the origin. So TC and TFC curves start from the same point, so which is above the zero, above the origin. Okay, origin is they are considering here as zero. Next is the vertical distance between TFC and TC curve is equal to TVC. So vertically अगर देखा जाए vertically अगर उसका जो डिस्टेंस है, ठीक है, TFC एंड TC में, तो वो दोनों का इक्वल आएगा. सो TFC एंड TC कर्व इज ऑल्सो गोइंग ऑन इंक्रीजिंग, सो दोनों इंक्रीज करेंगे, ठीक है. TC एंड TVC कर्व्स आर पैरेलल टू ईच अदर, and the vertical distance between them remains the same at all of output because the gap between them represents TFC. TFC which remains constant at all levels of output. So TFC will remain constant at all levels of input. So this was the relationship between all. Now let's move to the next. Next is normal profits is a part of total cost. Yes. So let's learn about this. So normal profit is defined as the minimum reward that is just sufficient to keep the entrepreneur supplying his factor service, since total cost payment made to primary inputs, land, labor, capital, and enterprise total cost includes rent, wages, interest, and normal profits. So what they are trying to say, normal profit जो होता है minimum reward होता है जो सबको देना चाहिए, at least sufficient to keep the entrepreneur supplying his factor. So ये सारी चीजें sufficient में रखनी चाहिए उसके पास. Service entrepreneur supplying his factor Now, in the and again we have to do the questions to be done for today. So the first question is short run cost. You have to explain that. Then define total fixed cost. So this you have to do it with the schedule and the diagram even. Okay. Then difference between TVC and TFC. This I've given already. You have to do it. Why does fixed cost not vary with output? ये भी point आपको लिखना है. Then is define total variable cost. Define total cost. So this also you have to explain with all diagrams and with schedule. Fine. So define total cost हो गया. Then explain relationship between TCFC, TFC and TVC. So this we have to solve. Then is normal profits as a part of total cost. So we will do all the question in detail. Now let's move to the last thing of your chapter, last part of your presentation. So I would say thank you, God bless you, enjoy learning at home, and pray for humanity so that this COVID-19 pandemic situation ends soon and we will meet again in school and learn in a nice manner. So stay happy, stay healthy, enjoy learning at home. So Cambridge International School, the SUA is always with you, and it was like we were always with you and we will remain always with you. So thank you.